Hi, student 8787. Your homework is really good, long, like always, but done very well. Just a few small mistakes we can look at. I want you to remember the passive tense. You can do that homework in the side by side, the book with all the pictures. You can do the homework there. It's chapter 3, I think. And just remember that the passive, we'll do it when something is not important, like who did the action is not important. So like we'll say like America was founded in 1776, okay? But we're not going to talk about all the men involved, okay? We're not going to talk about Washington and Adams and all of these other men, okay? We're just going to say Washington was founded in 1776, and the people's not very important, okay? So we use the passive tense this way. Or if you don't know, if you just say, my car was stolen, we don't know who stole your car, so we just say, my car was stolen. You can say this somebody, but it gets to be too long. So, okay, next time we're going to talk about science and technology. So please look at the questions and the vocabulary for science and technology. That should be fun. And you can also do Shoes for Hector. Shoes for Hector, the story, if you want. And we talked about some of the vocabulary, but I looked at it after you left, and there's another page 68. Page 68, and they have actually a few different words. Some of them we did. We did audience, and we did congratulated, and we did shrugged, and we did auditorium. There are a few other words here I just want to talk about quickly, okay? So ceiling, I think you should know ceiling. Ceiling is the top part of the room, okay? Different than the roof, okay? So ceiling. There's this word here, number 6 is aisle. Aisle, okay? The S is quiet. So the speaking of this word on page 68 is aisle, okay? So an aisle is the walking space in like a movie theater. When you go in the movie theater, there's chairs, but here is for walking. That's the aisle. Or Home Plus. If you go shopping at Home Plus, there's food and food and food. And you push the buggy or you push the cart along the aisles, okay? In and out of the food. That's the aisle. Or the airplane. The airplane has an aisle. Word number 7 is platter. Platters. Platters usually just mean a really big plate. So like a plate for one person is this big. But if you have a party, if you're going Dutch and having a party, not going Dutch, if you have a potluck party, maybe someone will not make this many noodles, they'll make this many noodles, and they'll put it on a really long plate, okay, a really big plate, usually this shape. Okay, so that's called a platter, or maybe they'll carry it like this. It's a very big platter. Okay, inscription. The word script. The word script means to write. Okay, so when we have words like description or describe, it comes from the same root that inscription comes from. Okay, now inscription. If you have a watch. Sometimes if somebody gives you the watch on a very important day, like maybe you're married for 20 years, so your wife or husband will give you a watch. And then here on the back of the watch, back here, they'll say, to my wife or to my husband, 20 years of marriage, something like this. That writing is an inscription. They wrote it on the back. But of course, you can't use a pencil on metal. So they will like and put it in. Okay? Or a statue. Maybe there's a statue in the park of Sejongdaewon. And on here it says, Sejongdaewon and what he did. This is called an inscription. Okay? Then the other words mentioned. Mentioned, you should know the word mentioned. And then the last word here, number 10, is making a face. Making a face means kind of like children will do it, like or like this. This is called making a face. People make a face when they're not happy. They're like, This is making a face. Okay. Okay. Take care. See you later. Bye bye.